The 12 spiritual laws offer a timeless guide to navigating life's complexities, not as separate beings but as interconnected parts of a vast, living universe. These laws form the backbone of many spiritual philosophies, each law pointing us toward a more harmonious way of living, one that aligns us with the energies that shape our reality. By understanding and applying these laws, we are encouraged to cultivate greater self-awareness, responsibility, and compassion, allowing us to live with deeper purpose, balance, and joy. Unlike external rules or imposed doctrines, these spiritual laws are universal principles that apply to all aspects of existence. They invite us to awaken our inner wisdom, connect with our higher purpose, and become conscious participants in the co-creation of our lives. We begin with the Law of Divine Oneness, a foundational concept that informs all other spiritual laws. This law teaches that everything in the universe is connected at the deepest level. Every thought, action, and experience are part of a single, unified whole. Nothing exists in isolation. Each being and element affects the other in unseen ways. This interconnectedness reminds us of the importance of compassion, empathy, and kindness. When we fully embrace the law of divine oneness, we come to understand that by uplifting others, we uplift ourselves. If we hurt or judge another, we harm the collective energy that we are all part of. This realization dissolves the illusion of separation and invites us to live with an open heart, treating others as we would want to be treated, knowing that we are all threads in the same universal fabric. Applying this law encourages mindfulness in our daily lives, as every action ripples out and affects the world around us. We can start by practicing kindness in small ways, offering a smile to a stranger, extending patience in stressful situations, or simply showing gratitude for the people and experiences in our lives. Recognizing our role in the greater web of life, we begin to understand that even the smallest gestures contribute to the collective energy of humanity. The law of vibration takes us deeper into the understanding of energy, teaching us that everything in the universe vibrates at its own frequency. This law states that every thought, emotion, and object emits energy and exists in constant motion. High vibrations are associated with love, peace, and joy, while lower vibrations align with fear, anger, and sadness. By becoming aware of our own energetic frequency, we can take responsibility for elevating it and attracting positive experiences. This law teaches us that we are not passive recipients of life but active creators, shaping our reality through the energy we cultivate. To apply the law of vibration, we must first develop an awareness of our thoughts and emotions. Are we nurturing thoughts of love, hope, and gratitude, or are we trapped in cycles of fear, resentment, or doubt? Shifting to higher frequencies can be as simple as practicing gratitude, spending time in nature, engaging in creative activities, or surrounding ourselves with positive influences. Meditation, affirmations, and mindfulness are powerful tools to help us raise our vibration, attracting experiences and people who resonate with our energy. The law of correspondence teaches us that our external world is a reflection of our internal state, encapsulated in the phrase, as above, so below, as within, so without. This law highlights that patterns in our lives are often mirrors of our inner beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. If we wish to change our reality, we must start by transforming our inner world. This law empowers us to take responsibility for our lives, recognizing that what we experience externally is deeply intertwined with our mental and emotional landscape. To put the law of correspondence into practice, self-reflection is key. Observing recurring patterns or challenges in our lives can reveal inner beliefs that are holding us back. Through practices like journaling, meditation, or simply taking time to sit with our emotions, we can uncover and release limiting beliefs, negative thought patterns, or unresolved emotions. As we cultivate a harmonious inner world, we create a foundation for an equally harmonious outer reality. The law of attraction is perhaps the most widely recognized spiritual law, popularized through teachings on manifestation. According to this law, we attract experiences, people, and situations that match our dominant thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. This principle reminds us that our thoughts are powerful and that by focusing on positivity and abundance, we can manifest our deepest desires. However, true application of the law of attraction requires alignment between our conscious intentions and subconscious beliefs. Manifestation begins with clarity. Understanding exactly what we want, why we want it, and aligning our thoughts and emotions with those desires. Visualizing our goals, practicing affirmations, and expressing gratitude for what we have are all effective ways to attract more of what we desire. But more than just positive thinking, the law of attraction requires genuine belief in our own worthiness. When we cultivate a mindset of abundance, trusting that we are deserving of our desires, we align our frequency with the energy of our goals, opening pathways for them to manifest in our lives. Complementing the law of attraction is the law of inspired action. While setting intentions and visualizing our desires is crucial, the law of inspired action reminds us that manifestation also requires movement and effort. It's not enough to wish for something, we must also act toward it. This law teaches us to tune into our intuition and follow the subtle guidance that comes from within. Often, these signs or nudges appear as sudden ideas, a sense of excitement, or even a gentle pull toward certain actions. To apply this law, we need to cultivate the courage to act upon our inspiration. Inspired action is not about forcing outcomes or overthinking every step. Instead, it's about being receptive to the inner guidance that nudges us toward our goals. Taking even small, seemingly insignificant steps can lead us closer to our dreams. By trusting our intuition and following through on inspired ideas, we align ourselves with the flow of the universe, allowing our goals to unfold naturally. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy teaches us that energy is constantly moving and transforming. This principle reminds us that we have the power to change the energy within and around us. Positive energy has the ability to transform and elevate lower energies, meaning that by introducing love, compassion, or joy into a situation, we can shift the overall energy of that experience. This law is particularly powerful during challenging times, reminding us that we are not at the mercy of negativity. Applying this law involves actively choosing to introduce positive energy into situations where negativity may exist. When we encounter challenges or lower vibrational emotions, we can consciously transmute them through practices like meditation, breathwork, or simply by focusing on positive qualities such as love, patience, or forgiveness. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy empowers us to be agents of transformation, encouraging us to bring light into darkness and create positive change in our lives. The law of cause and effect teaches that every action we take has a corresponding reaction. This law, often associated with karma, reminds us that our choices create a chain of consequences that eventually return to us. By understanding this law, we recognize the importance of acting with integrity, as our actions shape the experiences we attract into our lives. To apply the law of cause and effect, we can begin by making conscious choices that align with our values. Practicing kindness, honesty, and accountability helps us create a positive chain of reactions that benefit both ourselves and others. When we act with integrity and compassion, we contribute to a cycle of positivity, bringing about favorable outcomes and contributing to the collective good. The law of compensation is an extension of cause and effect, focusing on the idea that we receive what we give. This law reminds us that the universe rewards effort, generosity, and dedication. It is often associated with the idea of reaping what we sow. Whether through financial abundance, personal growth, love, or respect, the universe compensates us according to the energy and intentions we put into the world. To practice the law of compensation, we should focus on giving without attachment to the outcome. By contributing to others' lives, whether through service, kindness, or simply being a source of positivity, we align ourselves with abundance. When we give freely, we create a flow of energy that attracts prosperity and fulfillment, not only for ourselves but for those around us. This law invites us to cultivate a spirit of gratitude and generosity, knowing that our efforts and contributions are met with equal energy. The law of relativity teaches us that everything is neutral until we assign it meaning. Our perception shapes our reality, and this law encourages us to keep a balanced perspective on life's challenges and successes. Understanding the law of relativity helps us realize that our experiences are inherently relative. We often evaluate them based on comparison. What may seem overwhelming in one context might feel manageable in another. Applying this law involves practicing acceptance and non-judgment. Instead of labeling situations as good or bad, we can view them as part of our growth journey. Challenges and obstacles can be reframed as opportunities to learn and evolve. By shifting our perspective, we cultivate resilience, seeing all experiences as valuable parts of our development. The law of polarity reveals that everything in existence has its opposite: light and dark, joy and sorrow, success and failure. This law teaches us that opposites are essential to our growth and understanding. Without sorrow, we would not fully appreciate joy, and without failure, success would hold less meaning. The law of polarity helps us embrace life's contrasts, knowing that each experience contributes to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. To apply this law, we can practice finding the lessons or strengths within every experience. When we face challenges, the law of polarity encourages us to look for the hidden gifts or wisdom they may hold. Embracing duality with gratitude allows us to experience life's fluctuations with balance and resilience, recognizing that both polarities enrich our journey. The law of rhythm teaches that life moves in cycles and that these natural rhythms are essential to our well-being. Just as nature has seasons, we experience periods of growth, rest, reflection, and action. This law encourages us to embrace life's ebb and flow rather than resist it, finding peace in the cyclical nature of existence. Applying this law involves honoring our own cycles and rhythms, whether they are emotional, mental, or physical. By respecting our need for rest, productivity, creativity, and solitude, we live in greater harmony with ourselves and the universe. Embracing life's rhythms allows us to move with life's flow, experiencing its beauty and complexity with patience and grace. Lastly, the law of gender teaches us that both masculine and feminine energies exist within each of us and in the universe. The masculine energy is associated with action, assertiveness, and creation, while the feminine energy embodies intuition, receptivity, and nurturing. This law encourages us to balance these energies within ourselves, honoring the strengths of both. Applying this law involves cultivating awareness of our inner energies and knowing when to act or when to receive, when to create structure or when to flow. By embracing both aspects within ourselves, we create inner balance and experience life as a harmonious whole, enhancing our relationships and sense of purpose. Together, these 12 spiritual laws guide us toward a more intentional and fulfilling life, where we see ourselves as co-creators of our reality, interconnected with all of existence. Each law invites us to practice self-awareness, compassion, and alignment, helping us cultivate a life filled with meaning, purpose, and peace. By living in harmony with these principles, we experience the beauty of life's natural rhythms and awaken to our true potential as beings of light and love.